Hello, Facebook friends, hello. Hello, Facebook friends, hello. I'm feeling real silly, so let's start the show. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Hoppity hop, hop, hop. My bunny ears.
Taz, it's not Easter.
I don't know, it's not Easter. I can just be every bunny loves some bunny sometime. Hey, Miss Christie's here. Say hi, Miss Christie. There you go. You should have went like this. Hello, Miss Christie.
Little rabbit foo-foo, hop
through
through
the forest,
picking
and
up
at the
the
field
field
mice
mice
and
and
bop
bop
him
'em
on
on
the
the
head. Down came the good fairy and said, "Hey, that was a weird sound. No, I'm just wearing a rabbit hat because we're going to read a rabbit book that Yasminka. Oh, now everything seems loud.
Can you explain the sparkle on your ear?
Oh, so I have a sparkle on my ear because here, hand me that piece of metal there. So what happened was this wouldn't fit where I needed it to fit, so I bent it, and it's chrome, and it went all over. So that's what the sparkles. So if you look at your hand, you probably have little sparkles on your hand now too. And they're all over my desk, and they're all over the comic books, and they're all over everywhere.
I do.
You have sparkled hands. Don't put sparkles on my. I have sparkle shoulder. You don't wipe your.
You're the one who tricked me into picking it up.
I didn't trick you to pick it up. You're the one that. You're the one.
Sparkles.
You're the one that said, "Hey, what's on your ear? Do you figure?" And no, there's your birdie.
That's not what I sound like.
No. What's on your ear? Do you think there? You know, puppy and stuff.
Are you listening to yourself?
I'm not saying anything right now. Oh man, we didn't we have been what are we at? That's the raw. That's actually Porky Pig, right?
I think so.
Me.
Yeah.
What's up, Duck? Yeah, no, we didn't read yesterday because it was Sunday and we had stuff done. That was what I said. Something extra goofy today. Dave's Wiki. Dave's a Wiki. I miss you, buddy. I miss you tons, pal. And Justin's here and everybody. So we should just read. Yasminka, I'm going to read one of your books. That's what I'm going to do. Is that okay with you? I'm going to read Clink, Clank, Clunk. Clunk. Clink, Clink, Clank, Clunk.
Oh, that's kind of similar to the...
No, it's still there. They can see it over the words. We just can't see it. What's that?
The giggle,
click, clack,
giggle, quack.
Giggle,
It's
giggle,
got
quack.
a kind of a similar feel.
There's click, clack, moo.
And doobie doobie moo.
Doobie doobie moo. Ba-doobie doobie. This is Clink, Clank, Clunk.
Not by the same author.
No, this is by Miriam Aroner. Aroner, Your Honor. I said that a few times. And this picture is by Dominic Catalano. Oh, my brain. I've got to slow my brain down a little bit. So you did the same thing. You went like that, but you thought you couldn't see, people couldn't see because the words were there. So that's why you went like that a little bit.
I was trying to get it centered.
Oh, okay. Well, then you're smarter than me, which you probably don't take as a compliment. Anyways, let's read this. It's by Boyd's Mills Press. Did I remember to bring?
Take a breath before you go. You're all revved up. Take a breath.
I'm all revved up. Oh.
That was not taking a breath.
Oh.
No. That seemed to actually get you worse.
Was that the cat just smashing into the door?
Yes.
So Cosmo, our cat. Hang on, I just did. Did he just try again?
Yes.
So because I'm in my wee little office, cause we have the door shut, almost all the way shut. Miss Christie doesn't shut it all the way, and the cat's like, "Book, book, let me in, let me in." No, this time. I don't know why we have like that stereotypical cartoon Russian. This time, let me in. Does Badanya Torsovich. Down the road, Rabbit drove. Vroom, 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 on his way to town. Yasminka lent us this book, Miss Christie.
Cool.
so that I thought we could read it because it's about cars and rabbits.
Did Yaz lend it to us, or did her grandma lend it to us?
Yasminka's Grammy. Grandma me. No, it's not poor Cosmo. It's poor my doors. Cosmo's like, bing, bing. I'll be going to the washroom in the morning, and there's nobody up, so I don't shut the door. He's like, hey, what are you doing in here, do you think? How come you always get to sit on that big white chair with a hole in it? I tried to sit on it, it's got a hole in it, and my tail got wet, and it's not very good there. That's not a good thing.
He kind of moves around the house like he's the Kool-Aid man.
Yeah, he just bursts through stuff. Bing. The other day, did I tell this story? I don't know. The other day I woke up and I was like, oh. And I was just like, I can't catch my breath. Why is that? I woke up, I'm like, why do I have a weight on my chest? And Cosmo gets up. I guess you can wake up if you want to. Mole popped out from his woody hole. May I come along? Well, I'd love the company, said Rabbit, and down the road the two friends drove. Bing, bing, bing. There goes the spring, said Rabbit. Oh, I hope it's spring soon. It was pretty cold today. Hey, what are you... What?
I'm not doing anything, guys.
Okay.
This is all Taz. Don't blame me for this one.
I've been hanging out with the cats too long. The squirrel called out as the car went by, hey, I'll give you a nut if you give me a ride. Nuts give me hives, said Rabbit, but a berry would be nice. And down the road the three friends drove. Squeak, squeak, squeak. My car has sprung a leak, said Rabbit. Squeak. I don't know if it sprung a leak or if it sprung a mouse.
No, he's got some goop coming off of his fingers, so
yeah, but
it might be a leak.
If your car goes squeak, it's not making a leak. It's when it goes...
It looked like there was two steering wheels.
Yeah,
that must be a basket.
He's got a basket of stuff. Porcupine waddled their way. Well, I need a trim in town, she said. Climb in, but please don't poke, said Rabbit. And down the road the four friends drove. Rumble, rumble, thump. I just hit a bump of the road, said Rabbit. Don't poke.
I hope they have a CAA membership.
Yeah, you know why they call it that? Because it's good when you have a truck or when you have a car. CAA car. I'll wait for it. Barb will be there with a groan in a second.
Do you think in the States...
in Boston.
Yeah, do you think they have to change the name of AAA to AAA to CAA?
Well, I need AAA for my car. They spotted Possum up a tree. Possum pleaded, wait for me. Make room for Mr. Upside Down, said Rabbit, and down the road the five friends drove. Fizzle, hiss, hiss, fizzle, fizzle, hiss, hiss. Under my hood, something's going amiss, said the Rabbit. Groan. Hello, Miss K. Kirby. That's Yasminka. I wonder if that's Yasminka's grandma, maybe. They crossed the bridge, and there was Beaver splashing in the pond. Well, my dam's all done. I'd like some fun, and I'd like to go to town. You're wet, but welcome, said Rabbit, and down the road the six friends drove. Crack, 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 pop, pop, pop. My old junker's blown its top, said the Rabbit.
It's a big car.
Yeah. The back end here looks like a Mustang a bit, actually. Ooh. Groan. I like making people groan. A crow flew by and called out, hi, then perched on Rabbit's head. I'd rather ride than fly, she said. It's harder to steer with you up here, said Rabbit, and down the road the seven friends drove. Bang, boom, puff, puff, puff. What's that stinky, smoky stuff? Said Rabbit. Was my finger over stuff?
A little bit.
Well, it's hard to hold this book is just hard. It's a big book.
It is a big book.
I know. I said that already. It's a big book. It's not me, said Skunk. Is there more sparkles?
Yeah.
That's okay. You're distracting me when you're trying to put your finger in my nose. Do you want to get a Kleenex and lick it and just maybe get me? Oh, great! Now my face smells like coffee. It's not me, said Skunk. Even I can't stand an old car smell. I need a lift, but no one wants to pick me up. Rabbit sighed. Squeeze in, but if you sniff a smelly whiff, you're going out in a jiff. Down the road, the 8 friends drove. Chuck-a-duck-a-thunk! Who wants to ride in my hunk of junk? Said Rabbit. It's supposed to be like 4 degrees tomorrow. I don't know why I said that out loud. Fox trotted out of his den. Don't be scared, he said. I'm shy, not sly. I'd like a meal in town. What's one more, said Rabbit. Watch that door. Down the road, the 9 friends drove. Clankety, 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 clunk. My rattle trap has lost a chunk, said Rabbit. My rattle trap has lost a chunk. Who would have thought, who would have thunk his rattle trap would have lost a chunk? They came upon McDoodle's farm. Round and round the field I go, moaned Cow. Oh, to be a cow in town. Well, you'll have to be a bumper sitter, said Rabbit. Hang on, and down the road the 10 friends drove. Clankety, 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 clank. There's no more gas in my tank, said Rabbit. You're happy when I run out of gas, right?
Correct.
Not in the car.
Not in the car.
No, in the car. Just in general. Rabbit's clunker huffed and puffed, clunk, clank, rumble, thump, screech, bang, boom, and stopped. Done.
Ooga, ooga.
Nothing? Okay. Oh no! So close to town my car breaks down, cried Rabbit. It's not fair, we're almost there. Everybody out, said Cow. Rabbit needs our help, but now. Rabbit's friends pushed and pushed the car up the hill. Whoops again. Phew. Up. Whoops. Ag. Phew. It's hard to push a car. I've had to do that. Everybody in, called Rabbit. Meep, let her roll. Hooray, said Rabbit. Thank you all. Now let's go. Goes down the hill. Gravity's your friend. You didn't know the gravity of the situation. To town. They do it. Here's a little bit of what they did when they're in town.
I see they went to see some books. They went to the salon to get their hair cut. Some went out for a meal. Some went for ice cream.
And Rabbit junked that clunker and bought a new big car. Come on and ride in style, he said. Down the road they drove. Whoosh, whoosh. What's that sound? What's that sound? It's just the wind, ruffling feathers, clattering quills, tickling tails, nose and ears of good friends driving down the road. Vroom, vroom, vroom. All the way back home.
Safety tip, you guys. Everybody in seats with seatbelts on.
Yep.
Not on the hood.
Generally not, but you're not an animal. Animals don't follow rules. There we go. That's a very cool book. Thank you very much, Miss Yaz. Yes, Minka lent us the book. Doodly 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 doodly. Please put its pants back on. Well, that was kind of a cool book, right? I like old cars, I really do, but sometimes they can be a lot of work. I have a friend that lives very close to me that's got a car in his garage that needs some work. So here's a book called, this is another book. Oh, yeah, Yaz lent us this one too. It's Yasminka Day. Yasminka Night, Yasminka Night. It's called The Magic Rainbow. We're going to read, Raincoat, The Magic Raincoat. It's hard to see with my bunny here. This book is by Ryan David, and the illustrations are by Sibylla Benatova. Sibylla, maybe? I'm not sure how to say that word there. Somebody sent me a little email saying, you know what, when you, it's Yasminka's grandmammy, they said, don't worry about not pronouncing people's names wrong, just try your best, and that's what I try to do.
It's a good plan.
It is book. This is from Asheville, Front Street from North Carolina, and it was written a while ago. Emily got a bright new raincoat. It was bright orange, and it had clasps and buttons and zippers and straps and buckles and at least 7 pockets. But she was mad because she had asked for a yellow raincoat. And when Emily put it on, it didn't fit. It was way too big.
Well, I know that trick. You buy it a little bit big so that we get a couple seasons of use out of it.
That's right. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pockets there. I'll see if we can see them again.
I like pockets. Pockets
That's
are
right.
good.
That's right. We should get a puppy.
No.
We should get a puppy.
No.
Definitely. Hey, you didn't let me tell you why we need a puppy.
No, I don't want to hear it.
We need a puppy.
No.
We do. If we had a puppy, we wouldn't. What do you? You're just doing that now. You're gonna make. Hey. There's sometimes you do it to help, and other times you do it because you can't help yourself.
Correct.
Just like, hey, listen. I'm trying to read a book to Yasminka and Justin and everybody. Now you made me cough on my bunny tail. So she yelled, I wish it would fit me. Her mama turned around and said, it fits you perfectly, dear. And sure enough, the coat had become smaller and smaller until it fit her perfectly. Emily blinked in surprise and thought, there must be something very special about this raincoat. And she decided to wear it all day. We've read a version of this book already, but not this particular book.
I think so, yes.
Yeah.
It was good. Everybody.
Oh, Barb says to leave.
She does not.
Yeah, it says right there.
No, she says, you go, girl.
Right.
And that's me.
I know, but she says she says leave.
No, that does not mean to leave.
That does.
No.
Yep.
No.
Mm-hmm.
No. She's supporting me. She's cheering me on.
Oh, okay.
She wants to see more of this.
You're going to knock the chicken wing out of there that I'm saving for later. Later on, her little brother was playing with her doll. So she stamped her foot and yelled, I wish you were... Oh, I wish you were...
I like how they made this
A
book.
dog. Sorry?
I like how they made this book. It's really pretty.
It's. I think it's like decoupage or whatever it's called. Whatever. And just then, he turned into a dog. I wish I had a yellow raincoat. Just saying. He turned into a dog. That's when Emily realized she had a magic raincoat. Magic raincoat, magic raincoat, magic raincoat, magic raincoat, magic raincoat.
If you changed me into a dog,
I wouldn't
couldn't
change you
make
into a dog.
sourdough for you.
I can't have sourdough anymore right now.
And you would have to pick up my poop from the lawn.
I just moved. So she tightened her clasps, buttoned the buttons, and zipped the zippers, and tied the straps. And she said, I wish I had $1 million. If I had $1 million, if I had $1 million, Miss Christie would let me buy a pup.
Yes, I would actually. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. There we go.
We'd probably adopt one instead of buy one.
Yeah, we'd have to. Yeah. Well, you still have to pay for adoption things because they need their shots and things like that.
Yeah.
Instantly, 2 men in black suits showed up at her door. They unlocked the briefcase and said, "Here's your money, Miss Emily. Right there. You want to
fall off
count
the back
it?
of a truck."
You just want to say right there, your money right there. You just want to get the money there. She carried the briefcase to her room and said, I wish I had a purple gorilla.
It's an interesting choice. I'm not sure that I would wish for a purple gorilla.
Just then, a truck pulled up the driveway, and out stepped a gorilla dressed in a fine purple silk robe, and carrying a purple umbrella. Guess what he was, Miss Christie? He's a grape ape.
This is true.
The grape ape escaped. Grape ape, grape ape. The truck just says gorilla on it. You're the gorilla of my dreams.
Your official gorilla delivery service.
Gorilla delivery service. From A to Z, Miss Christie, from A to Z. So Emily said, I wish Daddy were home all the time. I wish Daddy was home all the time. All the time, all the time. Doodle-doo-doo-doo. Doodle-doo-doo-doo. Bop, 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 bop. Then her daddy came home from work, shaking his head and sighing. Would you believe my boss just fired me? Mama was very sad. Uh-oh.
I think they need to go find that suitcase in her bedroom.
Yeah. Well, this is teaching you that when you have a wish, there's consequences, right? If for
Correct.
every good, there might be every upside there might be down. And then they ate plain pasta for dinner that night and burnt cookies for dessert.
Oh no!
I don't know where that came from.
Well, I mean, they're trying to save money.
Oh yeah.
Trying to,
But they had $1 million.
a little bit distracted. Well, they don't know about the $1 million.
Oh,
right?
okay. Maybe not yet. Emily decided right then and there she would use her magic raincoat only for good causes. That's it.
That's a good plan.
Like getting Tazz a puppy.
Is
And
that
then all
good
of a
cause?
sudden, Miss Christie went, "Bah, bah, bah, bah. Tazzy, you know." Miss Christie went, "Bah, bah, bah, bah. Tazzy, you can get a puppy if you want to." She told the raincoat to give her daddy his job back. Then Emily turned the dog back into her little brother.
Taz, what do I sound like when I sing "Oh Canada"?
Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true bay, true love, being all our sons command, oh puppy. Like that.
Bravo.
With glowing hearts we... That's it, sound. She slept well that night, dreaming of flying ice cream cones and warm blackberry pie with chocolate sauce. But the next morning, her raincoat was gone.
Uh-oh.
Bum, bum, bum.
That's no good.
Where's my raincoat? Emily asked. Her mother smiled and took out a new yellow raincoat and said, You wanted a yellow one, and our neighbor's girl May wanted an orange one. So I traded with May's mother last night. Just then, Emily looked out the window and saw the neighbor's car turn into a boat.
Someone else has discovered the magic.
Magic raincoat, diddle-diddle-doodle-daddle-doo, boop, boop. I've got to stop that raincoat, thought Emily. But by the time Emily arrived at May's house, May had already turned her little brother into a penguin. So Emily explained that it was a magic raincoat, and she and May agreed that magic raincoats were too special to wear all day. Emily gave May the yellow raincoat and changed May's penguin back into her little brother. Yeah, says you sound like a Cookie Monster. C is for Christy, that's good enough for me. C is for Christy, that's good enough for me.
Really
C is for Cookie. Christy cookie, because Christy makes cookies. Nom 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 nom.
Which I can't bake right now.
Why?
Because somebody would be upset.
No, I can eat the cookies. Cookies are for keto. Then Emily carried the orange raincoat home. I could share the cookies with everybody. That's what everybody, they say about every time I mention my fundraiser, all the comedians are like, hey, I heard Miss Christie's making cookies. She hung it in her closet carefully and decided it would be best to save it for a rainy day.
I make good cookies because I was a Cookie Monster when I was a kid.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And now you're just a Cookie Monster. There, that's the end. That doesn't make much sense at all.
No, it didn't. But
That's okay. I was going to say just a monster, but I didn't mean a Christie Monster is what I meant to say. C is for Cookie. Cookie! There you go. The Magic Raincoat by Ryan David. So there you go. Both of those books sort of were, about sharing. Rabbit would let all his friends come in the car with him, right? Even though the skunk was stinky and the beaver was wet and that sort of stuff. And he took everybody to the city, even though his car was broken down. I wonder if he let the skunk in the new car. I wonder if that's kind of what I was thinking about. And we're all heading over to Taz's house for cookies. Bring puppies. That's what I'm saying. See, if we had, hey.
They bring puppies, they don't get cookies. That's
yes.
sure.
You get extra cookies for sure. I'll let you know when Miss Christie Christie's not home. I'll do a signal. I'll be like, and then you'll know that Miss Christie's not home. That's what I'll do. If we had a cookie, if we had puppies, we wouldn't need sandpaper. That's
Explain.
science. That's science.
No, that's not science. Okay. But explain.
What's on the one side is what? The one side of the sandpaper with all the numbers on it. What is that? That's smooth, right? What's the other side, Miss Christie? It's rough. There you go. Science. Rough. It's rough, Miss Christie.
That's not
it's
science.
rough, that's science.
So, when do you think of these things, Taz?
Just as I'm talking, as they're coming out my mouth, they come out like that.
Are you sure you're not up late at night, like writing down?
If I was up late at night and writing these down, everybody would be very disappointed in the fact that I was a comedian because they're not awesomely good. Sometimes they hit one out of the park, and other times it's like, swing and looks like he's got himself a tennis racket, Jimmy. Anyways, so yeah, what do we learn from these books? Well, friends can count on friends. And also, whenever you want something, you remember there's always going to be a cost to it, right? I want to eat all the cookies. Okay, well, then you're going to get a tummy ache probably. I want a puppy, and then Miss Christie's going to be like that. So I don't get a puppy, because it's a little scary. So, good night, Miss Taz and Miss Christie, says Barb. I haven't had a chance to make. I only made her grow once today. That's not bad.
There might have been two.
There might have been two?
Yeah.
Maybe. She told you to go away. That's what it said. You go, girl. Oh my gosh! So that's what it's like to have me on a Monday. So there you go. Mondays are pretty awesome if you treat them awesome. I suppose. Not very much. That's not very good advice. Actually, I read something today that Missy, my sister, she put out, and it said, my gosh, and I can't remember. It just was in my head and then it was gone. It was something along the lines of, your brain will believe whatever you tell it. So tell it love and tell it excellence and tell it that you love it, right?
You could try telling it that you already have a puppy, and it'll just believe that you do, and we don't need to get one then.
My brain doesn't believe you.
You could try.
My brain doesn't believe you. Anyways, I have to sing my song, and then we have to talk about puppy names.
No.
We could talk about puppy names. We don't have to get a puppy yet. We just get a puppy name, and then you find a name of a puppy that you want, and then I'll make you a deal. We'll come up with the name of the puppy, and if we can find a puppy that matches that puppy name, we'll get it. That seems like a good plan. Yeah?
Okay.
Okay, perfect. I want to name my puppy Doggy.
No. No, you said I get to name that.
No,
puppy.
I get.
You know, you
I,
said you come up with a name.
No, I said.
And that when that
I didn't
you say
mean,
you,
okay,
that means
I
me.
didn't.
I
just
come up
want
with
to
a
say.
name.
What do you mean? I just want to. Excuse me.
I come up with a name.
Okay. name. What's the name?
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious with cherry on top.
That's it. So what we need is a red dog, right? It's got super halitosis. All dogs have super halitosis. There we go.
No.
Anyways, we should probably read. We're gonna say goodnight because it's time. Yaz has probably already gone to bed, and we're gonna brush her teeth. So here we go. Good night, Facebook friends. Good night. Good night, Facebook friends. Good night. May your dreams be cheery and your dreams be bright. Good night, Facebook friends. Good night. Sleep tight, Facebook friends. Sleep tight. Sleep tight, Facebook friends. Sleep tight. May your dreams be so silly till the morning light. Good night, Facebook friends. Good night. And remember, it's okay to get mad. It's okay to get sad. It's okay to get frustrated at the no puppy situation. But you have to ABK. Always be kind. Always be kind. Always be kind. I promised myself to try to always be kind. So try to be kind. That's the most important thing, I think, in the whole world. So lots of love from Miss Christy and I. And I will talk to you tomorrow, and we're going to get a puppy.
No.
Are you sure?
Yep.
She said maybe.